Good evening, guys. I have with me two special guests. So we have rank one Pushkar Pazhani for DM Neurology, and I have with me the founder of Neuroaxis Pro, Arul. Yeah, and this particular conversation today evening is not going to be an interview per se, because honestly we have known each other for a much longer time than to say exactly that we are. It's a student-teacher relationship. It's more of a conversation between friends. So glad to have you with us today, Pushkar and Arul. Hi.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir.
So let me begin by congratulating Pushkar. It's a great achievement.
Thank you,
And
sir. Thank you.
the most interesting thing right now is that this is not the first time you've done this. This is the second rank one. After a huge, he decided not to join AIIMS last year when it was
Yes.
actually the exam, not the ESS exam, and now it is the ESS, and he has decided to take chip. And if he had written NEET, I'm sure he would have become rank one again, but he chose not to, and he's now a busy PG in JIPMA. So, how does it feel, Pushkar?
Yeah, it feels great, sir, because I've been, like preparing for this for a very long time. So I think you would know, right? I think we had started this with the discussion we had back in 2020. And so I've been preparing since then, and I've been waiting for a very long time. So after all these exam postponements and the uncertain pattern, I'm just happy I'm done with exams and I can finally pursue my residency in neurology, sir.
Arul has known you for a very long time. Arul was your
Tiring, but I'm finally
MBBS
done with it.
batchmate.
So I'm happy. Yeah, he's an MBBS batchmate. So we know we go back all the way to 2012. So
Great.
we done a UG together, 2012 batch. So it all started like I was just like normally studying, and then Arul came to me. Is like, why why don't you bring your notes? We can do something with this, and that's how it started. So after that only I had actually started preparing like very seriously. So Arul used to keep asking me, so send me notes for this chapter, for that chapter, and so that's how I started studying neurology. So it initially started with Harrison, and then we started making notes from Bradley and other textbooks, and I think that helped me a lot in preparation. So thanks to
Uh,
Arul for
so Arul, how do you
Yeah.
feel now? Finally seeing him enter this enter into neurology.
Yeah, sir. So it's finally, but it's a little disappointing for me because I won't be getting more notes from him. He's busy right now. This is actually a funny story. This all started with just a phone call that okay, can we start this? That's how it started. So we were giving all the notes and all the videos for everyone coming on. The demand increased and people started asking for more. So we just tried it off like, okay, let us charge for each and every notes that we give out. And that's how this journey started. And from September 2020, it's been a really low, because of the government and everything, all the NEET patterns changing and everything. It's been a roller coaster ride, but it's been a sweet ride though.
Just to give you an introduction, Neuraxis Pro is a fantastic app which has notes for many medical specialties, neurology, nephrology, and this thing. And we at Surgtest coordinate with Neuraxis to deliver it for NEET SS. And the most beautiful thing, it's not the first time it's happening for me. That is my faculty getting rank one. Pushkar is not just a student. Pushkar is one of the people who built Surgtest and one of the people who built Neuraxis. So Pushkar created all the notes single-handedly for neurology on the Neuraxis app, and he created all the MCQs for neurology on the Surgtest app. And based on a conversation which I had with him today, he's also likely to make neurology lectures also quite soon. So Pushkar is Pushkar's achievement is not just his own rank, but the ranks of all those hundreds of people who have got top ranks in various specialties, right from surgical specialties to medical specialties. So, how does it feel to have mentored a lot of people into getting the seat of their choice?
Yes, sir. So according to me, the best way anyone could learn is by imparting or disseminating knowledge to others. I think that's the best sort of learning you can do, and that has surely helped me. The fact that I have created, I think around 1,400 MCQs. Okay?
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
don't remember the exact number. So I think around 1,400 plus MCQs in search test, and around I
150
don't know,
or
a lot of notes, 150 notes, I think, in
yeah.
Neuroaxis Pro. So so the amount of times I had to revise to create this content was it surely helped me to the exam. Like I still remember when I was going, whenever I attended these exams, like most of the MCQs had come naturally to me because I had gone through it so many times. So I used to first read through the content in Harrison, then I used to go back to Bradley, then I used to make the notes and then give it to Arul, and then he'll just tell me some changes regarding the format, and then I used to go and make the MCQs for search test. So if I'm like creating the notes for say neuromisconception disorders, so first I'll read Harrison, then Bradley, then I will compile the important salient points from both of these books, give the notes to Arul, then I'll go back to Vinayak sir and give him the MCQs for the entire NMJ topic. So I would have read, at least I would have revised it 3 times just by creating the content. And to be honest, before the exams, like around some 5 7 days before the exams, I was just actually going through the Q bank and reading the notes which I had given to Neuroaxis Pro. That was more than enough for my revision actually. So just like revisiting the content I had made and revisiting Harrison and Bradley again. So if I was able to clear AIIMS in 2021 May and this session in ESS, it's totally because I was creating content. So I think the reason I was able to go through was because I was doing content creation. So thanks a lot to Arul and Vinayak sir. Like they back by they believed I could create sort of content. Back when I had no sort of experience in content creation, and I was just a final year. Just entered my final year MBPG. There was a very bad COVID scenario that time. I think everyone would remember, and I had absolutely no experience in content creation, but both of them had believed in me and trusted that I could create some sort of content. So, thanks a lot to both of you. So I'm sure that played a huge role in finally getting into residency.
So
Still,
Pushkar is trying to be very nice. Basically, what he's trying to say is Arul and Vinayak have badgered me to give MCQs and notes. So
Yeah.
it's really
no, that will be Arul actually. Used to keep testing me where are the notes every week. And then then I used to go. Actually, I'm very lazy.
Pushkar, just because I'm a few years older to you, you don't need to be nice to me.
No, sir. Actually, Arul's very strict to the deadlines. So I'm actually like very lazy. Like once I give him some, like some 5 7 notes, then after he cannot find me for the next 1 week. Then the next week he keeps calling me and testing me. Where's the next chapter? Where's the next chapter? Then I have to go back and read and give it to him. So yeah, Arul's like that. So I think Vinayak sir
Arul
is
is also
little easy on deadlines. So
Arul is a very successful entrepreneur who has
yeah.
his fingers in a lot of pies right now. And I must thank Arul for teaching me a lot about entrepreneurship and running a successful organization, because Arul is really an inspiration to a lot of people who want to get into pursuing a different career inside of medicine. And I must thank Arul for exploring this particular option, because when I started, new access had existed, I think a few months before even search tested. And I think you started this when you were a medicine postgraduate at the KMC, right, Pushkar?
Yeah, sir. I just entered my final year, sir. Just entered my final year.
So I think post Neuraxis and search test, we have spawned a lot of imitators or competitors or whatever you want to say, and I think Arul deserves a major credit for that particular thing. So Pushkar, I must ask you something very personal right now. Why neurology?
Sir, it's always been neuro, sir. Like, even the day I entered MBBS, it's always, you can ask Arul. He's my batchmate. He'll keep on telling you how I keep torturing about neuro. So I think almost everyone in my batch knows that I'm into neurosciences, and the moment I entered MBBS, I knew that I was going to get into neurosciences. So I don't know, sir. It's been like that. Had an
So
inclination
again, trying to irritate you a bit. Why not neurosurgery?
I'm not a surgery person, sir. I think most of us should realize that you're either a medicine person or a surgery person. You can't be both. So I was pretty sure I was a medicine person. So for me, it's always been neurology. I've never even actually given a thought of neurosurgery, sir. I don't think I've even thought about it. It's always been neurology for me.
Yeah, Arul, go ahead.
Yeah, I like to barge in, sir. So thank you for the kind words about me. And so being with Pushkar is actually difficult. Like after MBBS, he used to say, like, he used to pester at saying that he's going to go into some other specialty, not medicine. That's how he used to play with us. Like, dude, I put medicine surgery as my first choice in MMC. Then he'll come and say, I was just kidding. That's how it goes. After that, also, even in DM, he used to say that I'm going to take rheumatology, I'm going to take endocrinology. One point of time, like he was saying, I'm going to choose some other specialty after that. So that's how he was going. But end of the day, we all know that he's going to take neurology. That's how, like,
yeah, just kidding around, man.
Have you ever felt like slapping Pushkar?
Yeah, sir. yeah. We know, like, so end of the day he's gonna do that. So he used to kid around. Okay, so he used to be serious about it also. Like, we know, like, he put on a serious face and says, okay, macha, now we are going to surgery. I'm gonna be a surgeon. And then end of the day he'll be in KMC doing medicine. That's how it went.
So Pushkar is a very fun person also to be, and it gives me a lot of happiness to see a person like Pushkar doing really well, because when I see all these toppers, I interact with a lot of people who top exams. Okay, and let me tell you one thing. A lot of them are not really nice people. They are super competitive, super aggressive, people who find it very difficult to have some fun in their life. But Pushkar is slightly different. What do you say, Arun?
Yeah, sir. The most thing I like about him is he usually says that he's not very talented. I have a different opinion upon that, but he usually says that I'm not very talented. That's whatever the results I'm getting, it's because of my hard work. Not just I'm just talented. I put my ass, and he knows. Like, he sees in the future. Like, now he says, okay, I'm in a reputed institution. From private college to a central institute is something that everyone dreams of. And he has done everything from private to government to a central institute. That's not it's really a milestone for every other aspirant who's seeing this video.
So Pushkar and on another hand, Pushkar and I have had a lot of small fights regarding where to take. Because I went out of my comfort zone. I took MCH in a completely different city. I'm doing my MCH in pediatrics in Jaipur. So I have been pestering Pushkar. Pushkar, you left his seat in AIIMS because he wanted to stay back in Chennai, and this was last year. And Pushkar, so I was very happy that when Pushkar decided to get out of his comfort zone, because I always used to say, Macha, you're not going to grow if you're going to sit down in your comfort zone. How do you feel about that, Pushkar, right now? Getting out of your comfort zone, do you feel uncomfortable, or you're like totally angry? This idiot Vinayak, he's the one who's pestering me to go out. So how do you feel?
No, sir, I'm actually pretty happy. I mean, like, after I joined JIPMER, actually, I didn't even write NEET essays. So that's how happy I am here. So no regrets, and it's good that I came out of my comfort zone. It's a totally new experience here. And I've, like what Arul said, I think I've seen how it is in a private college. I've seen how it is in a state government college, and now I've seen how it is in a central institute. So it's a good exposure for me, and it's a good decision that I did take this choice. I mean, I had thought over it a lot. I was a little confused, like before, like between taking MMC through NEET SS or JIPMER through NEET SS. But then finally, I didn't even give the NEET SS exam. I'm very happy in JIPMER, and no regrets. So happy.
Pushkar, you helped create the general medicine question bank on the Surgtest app.
Yeah.
You mentored the people who were creating it. You personally created hundreds of MCQs. You also used these MCQs for your NEET SS for your preparation for NEET and your preparation for NESS.
Yes, sir. It is a
What is your
revision tool.
take on the general medicine question bank? Is it going to be useful for the NEET SS people this year?
Yeah, sir. So I think at this point in time, there'll be two set of people who are preparing. So one set of people are those who are preparing for NEET SS, and others going to be those who are preparing for NESS. Like after the latest, the last year, this NEET SS NB prospectus, as you know, as everyone knows, there's been a paradigm shift in the pattern. So for general surgery subjects, it's going to be only general surgery, and for the medicine specialties, it's only going to be general medicine. So for those who are preparing for NEET SS, who are going to concentrate predominantly on general medicine, it will surely be an excellent revision tool. Okay, so after you're done with Harrison, that's how I did it. So you can't go back reading all your textbooks. See, finally, it's not a theory exam; it's an objective.
Absolutely.
So you'll have to go through a lot of MCQs. The more MCQs you have worked out, the more likely you're going to crack the exam. So MCQs are surely going to help you, especially in the last the last month or the last few weeks. It's going to be an excellent revision tool. You can't be sitting and reading your textbooks at that point of time. So the Search Test General Medicine Q Bank is surely going to be useful for those who are going to be giving NEET assess. And I think the General Surgery Q Bank is already very popular. So I don't need to mention about that. And those who are preparing for NESS, as you know, last time we can only apply for one subject. I think before NESS, when it used to be AIIMS, we can actually apply for two subjects. But now you can only apply for one subject. So for those like who want to do it in an institute of national importance, and they want to do it in AIIMS or JIPMER or PGI, I think they should. Those sort of candidates should pick one subject you really like, and prepare it fully. For those people, we have the neurology question bank, we have the nephrology question bank, and they will be surely very useful for those who are preparing for those subjects. But remember, NESS has a significant part of general medicine which you cannot omit, and I think I can openly say that the rank deciding questions in this NESS was the general medicine part, because the general medicine part is very difficult, and those who had studied only neurology found it a little difficult to crack the NESS. So, because before how it used to be is AIMS used to be 100% specialty. Like if you're writing the 80 MCQs, all 80 MCQs are going to be from neurology, save around 4 or 5 MCQs from biostatistics. But now it's not like that. You will have questions from medicine, almost 40%, around 40% will be from general medicine. The remaining will be from the specialty. So the general medicine QBank will surely help you deal with that part. And another note, please study biostatistics. That is very important for NESS. So at least you can expect, depending at this time, I think only one question at time, but usually you can expect around 4 to 5 questions from biostatistics. So yes, sir. So there are going to be two sort of people, sir. One preparing for NEET SS, one for NESS. For both, you need to do general medicine. There's no escaping that. You cannot just study your respective specialty and get to you have to read general medicine. Of course, for those who are reading NESS, you have to concentrate on your one subject of choice and read that in depth. That is also important. So yes,
So
that's
preparing for NESS neurology.
Yeah.
You created the Neuroaxis Pro neurology notes, and you created the neurology question bank. You also played a major role in the general medicine question bank. Using these three materials, how would you advise the students to study? Like how to go about augmenting that textbook learning along with the notes and the question bank?
Yeah. So about first the neurology notes, it's on Neuraxis Pro. So basically, it's just a compilation of all the essential points that you need to learn from Harrison and Bradley. But I would recommend you to first go and actually read Harrison and Bradley. You should use the notes as a revision tool. It will surely be helpful, but first you have to read Harrison. Once you're done with that, after you're gone through Bradley, then when you go through the notes, so what I've done is I've compiled points from both the books into a single note. So it'll be very good for revising. So, and then what you should do is once you have read through the textbooks, you've gone through the notes for that particular topic, let's say, for example, muscle disorders, and then you can go to the search test QBank, because you can't cover everything in the notes, because if I cover everything, the notes will go for pages. So I made sure that each, like each topic in the notes is not more than 2-3 pages. So I've kept the notes very short, but you will have these very fine nuances and very, a lot of these points which are like hidden within the lines and a lot of points in the tables. You can't add everything in the notes. So those sort of points I've added it in the search test bank. So you've read Harrison, you have read Bradley, you have revised your theory from notes. Then you can go to the search test QBank, and you can choose which topic. You can choose which topic, which subtopic. You can, there's a lot of the user interface is very good in search test, because I had used it personally for my revision. So you can choose what topic and subtopic you want to do, and you can then work out. So once you have done this, you'll have a very, very, very good, you can reinforce your memory for that particular topic, and it'll be it's almost equal to completing the topic. If you've gone through this cycle once, so you can do this during your first read. Towards the end, like probably around 2 to 3 weeks before the exams, the last 3 weeks before the exams, The first 2 weeks of your revision, just stick to notes. The last week, don't read any textual material. Just go to the MCQs. There's just 1,400 MCQs. You can select all and you can just keep on working it out. This is what I did. So I'm sure it will be helpful for you guys too.
Great. I think that's a very comprehensive piece of advice. What do you say, Arul?
Yeah, sir. This has been like I've been in close corners watching what he has done for revision, how he was preparing, how the NEET pattern changed after that, how he started preparing, and again the court overruled it, and how he started preparing again for neurology. I've been seeing him, and this is exactly what he did. He used to say, "This is the much of I'm studying notes from our Neuraxis product. That's all. That's enough for solving all the question banks and tests. I'm topping most of it and getting single-digit rank. That's what he used to say." And regarding the questions and tests are usually the main thing he focuses on. He even advises me to put more of MCQs. Don't go with just the notes. Put so many MCQs. Exercise so much in the MCQs that your subconsciously you will be solving an MCQ in the examination hall. That's what his coach will be.
I think both Arul and Pushkar have been very elaborate on talking about the preparation, and I think people who are seeing this video are going to be benefited hugely. On a very lighter note, let's forget everything. Pushkar, how did you celebrate?
Actually, there wasn't much time to celebrate, sir. So I think we got our results on Christmas. I still remember. So initial results was on 25th night, and we had to do the choice filling, and by 31st we had got the results, and I had only 1 week to join. And no, sir, getting back your originals, joining the new institute, it's a big time hassle. So I think I really didn't have much time to celebrate. So
I wanted to ask him this because if there was a party, I wasn't invited to that. So I wanted to publicly embarrass him and ask him, how did you celebrate? But this guy escaped. Because if he had said any party to people, then I would have come here and flogged him personally.
No, sir. No, sir. I mean, we both did from Tamil Nadu. We know what the procedure. No, it takes time. No, I mean, like I know.
The entire document processing the bond. It takes
it is a very.
I had a party, sir. I had a party.
I know you had a party. And I know that you were in Bangalore party.
Yeah. No, I just moved to, for that night exactly at 10 or something. I moved to we went to Goa for that. Exactly, we got the result at barely 11 or something, and the party was on till 5.
So that's how it went. This interview was supposed to happen 2 or 3 days after the results.
Yeah, sir.
The only reason we couldn't hold this interview was because Arul was in very high spirits at that point of time.
I think we wanted to do it in person. No, I think that is the initial plan.
No, that is because Arul was too busy partying that he was not ready to pick up phone calls or come online.
No, sir. I was just with my friends for 2-3 days, and I was back here.
I'm just pulling him in.
I think we wanted to do it in person, sir, but finally we just ended up doing it in a video call. So that's okay.
That's the problem with COVID. Congratulations to Pushkar starting a new innings in his life too. He's just had a kid, a young boy, and the entire Surgtest in the Neuraxis team. It's not just me. We have Gopi, and the entire whole lot of people join us in congratulating Pushkar on a brilliant career and also a fantastic new innings in his personal life also. So I think double celebrations this new year. Thank you so much, Pushkar, and thank you so much, Arul, for being here with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to both of you guys. I mean, we do this conversations often, but today we are washing our dirty clothes in public. So I think that's also more celebration. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, sir.